Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below and determined that you're a power year number 7, then you are at the right place. Hi, sevens. If you are a power year 7, you only have to calculate it once for the year of 2020. Just want to remind you of that, sevens, so you don't go crazy with that thought. Your monthly number changes, and that's where I come in. Your number for the month of September 2020 is 7. That's right, sevens. You're in a year of 7 and a month of 7. Oh my goodness, all this soul searching going on. Sevens, you are soul searching this year of 2020, and you're trying to get to the bottom of something. It might be the meaning of life. It might be the meaning of your life. It might be soul searching for, do I really want this career? Do I really want this job? Do I really hate my parents? It can be about faith and finding faith, and who do you really trust? It's also about specializing in something. So you might be specializing in helping somebody with an illness, or specializing at school, really focusing in on a master's or a theory of some kind, or a journey or a lesson. But it is a time more of keeping quiet and to yourself than it is of broadcasting to the world everything you're feeling and thinking, because the 7 is about finding out what you're really feeling and thinking. And so we don't want to jump the gun too fast, because you could change your mind in this year. So I also have a card that just fell out while I'm shuffling, is kind of like the therapist or counseling card. So and that is true. It might be a year you decide to do some counseling, or become a counselor, or there's a theme of advice, giving or taking, happening this year. Let's take a look, sevens, for those of you who have a job, and then for those of you looking for one. Now, I want to remind you, sevens, that anything that is said during this reading is for you. So if one reading, say the romance reading, really describes your work reading, the words are for you. You will know what is for you. So here we go. For our sevens who are working right now, what can they expect from the workplace in this month of September 2020? Sevens. This is a little bit funky going on. There seems to be some kind of a push, whereas you are wrapping up a phase at work, or a project at work, or a time at work. And it can simply be that you've been working from home and it's time to go back. But there's a push that's pushing you, even though you know the time is coming. There's an uncomfortable push that's pushing you into change. And it looks to me like you'll do just about anything to postpone this person talking to you, receiving the message, facing the music. There's music to be faced for you in the month of September, sevens, and it looks to me like you happily don't want to face it, or let somebody off the hook from explaining it to you. Let's just say, I know this isn't work, but let's just say you're in a relationship and you know it's petering away, and you know that the other person is, just a simple push and they'd be out the door. But you're letting it just go along because you're thinking, well, you know what? I just need a date for my Christmas ball. And then after that, whatever. I feel like there's some kind of cat and mouse game going on for you sevens at the workplace. And I think that it's going to continue just that way. I'm just here to tell you and make you aware of it, that you may not even be aware of it. It may be going on around you. And I can't really go farther than that with you, sevens, without knowing the exact situation, because it's like there's underhandedness on both ends. It's you, it's work, and it's you and work. It's anything and anything goes, in the fact that you're la 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 la. I'm going to pretend I didn't get that email and not report back on Monday, because I don't want to go back. I like working from home. It's something along those lines, and I don't have the repercussions of it. I don't have if there's a punishment from it. I don't know. It's what's going on. You're going into a month of 8 for October, and 8 is a karmic month, where if you've been good, you'll be rewarded, and if you've been naughty, you might be punished. If you are deserving of more money, it's going to come, and you could have a reversal of fortune in the month of October. So we're going to have to wait and see. But hopefully it will resonate with some of you exactly what it is, and you will know that, okay, I am at the end of this. I have to face the fact that I'm going to have to physically go back into the office. So what am I going to do about it? And face it. Okay, sevens, let's move on to those of you looking for work. And boy, is that a nice card to start with. Good, good, good. Okay, so I feel like there's more than one opportunity coming your way. So even if you're working and you've put some feelers out there for something else, and that may be one of the reasons that you're laying low, and trying to avoid a particular person or comment or rule. It could be because you're thinking, I'm getting out of here anyway, I'm getting out of here. And yes, indeed, it looks like you may be, because you may have up to 3 different opportunities coming your way, and you have planned for them and prepared for them, and you have been waiting for them. And you're absolutely right. They're going to come your way, and then you're going to be stuck, possibly making a decision. And what the decision card is saying is to follow your intuition. Now, your intuition may feel like it's leading you in the wrong way. That's what this card says. Follow it anyway. So your intuition, I don't want to make examples of this, because this is such a tricky twist, that your intuition is taking you into a direction that you feel like might be a big mistake or wrong, but it's not. Follow it anyway. And I want to leave it at that, sevens, okay? Let's leave you in a state of total confusion. No. Actually, you know when it's confusing when it hasn't happened yet, but when it falls into place, it makes more sense, and then it's validating to hear that that's the way the universe wants it. That's the way it's meant to be in your life. You're meant to have faith in yourself in this year of 7, in this month of 7, that everything is going to work out the way you wanted it to, because it looks as though you were very active in this these offers that come in. And it's up to you to trust and have faith in yourself that you're going to pick the right thing for yourself. Let's take a look at relationships and romance for our 7. And let's see what we got. Oh. Okay. This is very interesting, because it starts out like, yes, you've got this marriage proposal, or you've got somebody finally wants to commit, or you want to commit, and it's like a whirlwind, and everything is fantastic, and you're riding high, and then boom, here comes this crash. It comes this crash that somebody's a stick in the mud. Somebody's family member, say their mother, some mother is a pain, or somebody has children from a previous relationship who are just not going along with what you thought was great and grand. And the thing is that sevens, have faith in the relationship that you're in, have faith that it can make it through this issue, whatever it is, because you've got two extremely strong cards about a good thing going, and this flux thrown in at the end, where it's the monkey in the middle card. So it usually is about, children, or the best friend whose snoot is out of joint because they've been left behind. There's also the possibility that your spouse gets a promotion, or some kind of offer comes through for one of you, that that the two of you might be very happy about. But maybe a part of your spouse doesn't want to leave their family, or their family's giving them a hard time about Texas. What do you mean you're moving to Texas? So something bittersweet is abound, but it also is, I think, not between so much you and your partner as an outside source that's putting some kind of pressure. Let's take a look for those of you sevens who are looking for love. And remember, sevens, any words that I say are meant for you. So if one reading in your reading, if your job fits your romance and your romance description fits your job, take it and run. All words are for you. Okay, if you're a seven looking for love. Okay, so here you are trying to recreate yourself, sevens. You're like, all right, I'm going to go get that nose job. I'm going to let go of this particular romance or ideal that I have because it's never worked. I'm going to move to a new community. I'm going to get off of one site and I'm going to go to another site. And what we have is that, first of all, there's patience, and to have patience and have love for yourself and patience for yourself to get your ducks in order. But there's also a pull from the past that emerges, so that pattern that you always followed, or that person that you thought was not coming back, or that site that you thought was never going to work for you, suddenly there's a pull and something positive is coming in that you thought was not going to work out, and then you're left with a huge decision to make, sevens. And I'm seeing throughout the readings, there's a lot of volatile stuff going on in people's lives in this month of September. So you're not alone, and you're left hanging like, what? I finally made up my mind that I was going to make a change or do things differently, and now they're back again, or something's back again, and now what do I do? And that's where this year and this month of trust and faith, having trust that everything is, that no matter what you choose, it's the right thing. It's the only way that I can get through life, is knowing that I say to myself, everything is as it should be. And there's many times I'll remind myself, there is no wrong, there is no right, there just is. And if you can take a bite out of that, and I know that that's very metaphysical, and it takes a while to get to the point, but I always think that everything is as it should be. There's many things that have happened in my life that I don't like, or that were very uncomfortable and went on for a long, long time. But the only thing I could tell myself through that time is everything is as it should be. And from this, something else is going to come, or grow, or move into place that needs to be there for my next adventure, which hopefully will be a more positive one. And that's what I have for you here, sevens, is to have faith in your decision. You've got to choose. Am I going to, here I was making a headway, am I going to backtrack and go backwards a little bit? I have to have faith in myself and decide which way I'm going to go. What do I really want, and what do I trust is the right thing? Okay, sevens, we're moving on. We're moving on to the last segment of your reading, and that is anything you want. You can ask about work again. You can ask about love again. You can ask about a particular relationship, a parent, a best friend, a boss. You can ask about relocation. Basically, the answers are going to be yes, no, it's delayed, cards don't know yet, they're not giving you an answer. So just tweak my words, but don't change the ending. So just make your question as specific as you can. Okay, you've got it? Here we go. Okay. Okay. Amazingly enough, your final card here that's coming into your future is the Wheel of Fortune card, and it usually means luck. It usually means that things are shaken up and things are spinning, and if they haven't been going too well, they could potentially really shift around and go in your favor. Another thing it means, and this is what's ironic, is that this is a card that indicates that your ancestors, your peeps, are around you, and they are guiding you and pushing you towards experiences that are going to lead you to particular goals that you're meant to have in your life. So if these random things fall into your lap, like you thought you ended this relationship and then you bump into them in Jamaica on vacation, these random things just happen. They fall into your life. They're doing so for a bigger purpose. There's a reason why it's happening. Things are happening for the best, your best. And that's what we were just saying, and that's what your final card here is. Now, you have a lot of pain before this. So it's just for those of you who have not perhaps had clear sailing. Like, you may even think at this moment that, no, I've set myself up, I've covered myself, I know where I'm going, I talked to everybody about the vacation, everybody's on board, we're going to leave on this day, and we're going to get on this flight, and we're all pitching in this amount of money, and then it all goes haywire, because your middle card is my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde card. And that's my mixed signals card. And it's that you are putting out one thing, thinking you're being very clear, but what's going to come back perhaps is a bunch of mixed signals in this situation where you're like, wait a minute, what? I thought we agreed on this. What? So, in the midst of this upheaval, the Wheel of Fortune card swoops in and says, have faith and trust that these random things that are happening in your life are going to, weird decisions, changes, are going to lead you to where you're ultimately meant to be in a certain area or areas of your life. Wow, so sevens, and I think the readings have all been so heavy and volatile this September. It has to be because everybody's month is their power year. So if you're a power year 6, you're in the month of 6. If you're a power year 4, you're in the month of 4. You're a 7 and you're in the month of 7, and that combination is just really shaking things up. And everything across the board for you was have faith in something, whether it's yourself or that there's a bigger source leading you to where you're supposed to be. But that's the thing about 7. It's the truth finder. It's the truth seeker. It's somebody who wants the bottom line, who wants to know the answer, who wants to know what happens when we die. It's like these profound questions may hit you this year. Like, just what's my purpose? I've been doing such and such a job all these years, and I feel like, is this all there is? Is this what I've got to contribute to the world? Okay, 7s, I'm going to let you go. Jump onto gemmaswindow@gmail.com if you'd like a private reading or to know more about me. Or subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thanks, 7. See you next time.